What is happening? What is happening to Mr. Egg? He's gone all grunge on us. He's gone all urban. Hello, it's me, Mr. Egg. Hope you're all well. Hope you're doing fine. I am live here in Pattaya, and good news and a little bit of bad news. But before we go, can you just let me know in the chat if you can hear me okay, if the sound's okay, because I've got a new microphone here. 1 2 1 2 1 2 2 2 2. So I've really tried hard to clean up the stream, you know, like get the sound right, get some music on, and I hope it's worked out. So let me know for the chat if you can hear me okay. That would be nice. And whilst I'm doing, I forgot, whilst I was setting up the live stream, I just remembered West Bromwich Albion are playing. So I've just got to find it on the on my box. Excuse me, I can't go on without the West Brom game on. Excuse me, just 1 second. I'll be right with you. So let me know. I'm so disorganised. Anyway, a very good hello. I'm glad the sound's okay. This is me, Mr. Egg, and I hope for the very last time I'm going to say Saturday night, and we're here in Le Pub, because the good news is, and I've let myself have a little bit of a sort of a celebration about this. The bar's open on Monday. Good news. If you're watching the live stream I did yesterday, it was all a little bit chaotic, and I do apologise about that. But basically, the situation was that the live stream, I did say that we were going possibly to be able to open the bar on Monday. We weren't too sure. We had to ask. We had to wait for the governor of Chonburi to come on and tell us whether we could open or not. He did that last night, or possibly this morning, I'm not too sure, but it was really early. But anyway, the good news is we are live, and this is the last time here at Le Pub, because next Saturday it's going to be packed. I'm going to be like, oh, what, it's me, Mr. Egg. And I'm going to be watching the Albion lose again. Oh, by the way, I still haven't got the game on. Can somebody tell me what the game is? I can't. I've got to find out. Hold on, let's try that channel. So here's what's happening. Monday, 5 p.m, we can open. But there are problems. One of the biggest problems is, number one, there's no tourists here. Breaking news, you know, there are no tourists here. Number two, we can only open until 11 p.m. That is the official government decree for all the bars, all the entertainment venues right here, not just in Pattaya, but in all the orange provinces. We can only open until 11 p.m. Now, I know, being somebody who's been around Pattaya for a while, that 11 p.m. on Monday sometimes turns into 12 p.m. of the week, and then it turns into sort of 1 o'clock, and then it gets later and later, etc, etc, etc. That could very well happen, but at the moment we're only allowed to be open until 11 p.m. So we're open, but we're open from 5 till 11. And the reason, well, Mr. Egg, why can't we open a bit earlier? Well, I'll tell you why. The third problem we've got is, if you watch my live stream on Wednesday, I was at a meeting, and it was a meeting all to do with the beautification of Walking Street. Now, that upset a lot of people, me talking about the word beautification, because they said, what's beautification? What does it mean? Is it something to do with the Catholic Church? Somebody said. No, I think that's beatification. I don't know what it is, but it's not beautification anyway. What's happening is, starting from Monday, they being the council, are going to start digging up Walking Street. Brilliant. We've just been able to open again, and they're going to dig it up. The reason that was, and by the way, I can see there are a lot of people in the chat, and there's this counter on the left hand side. It's just a counter that I've got, so I've got 180 people watching. hold on the chat. I'm going to do a little monologue for 5 minutes. Hello to everyone there. I still haven't got the Albion game on. Oh, I'm dying here. But yeah, the so-called beautification of Walking Street. They're going to close it to traffic. We're not going to be able to open until at least 5 p.m. because they're going to have road diggers and all sorts going on there during the daytime. What's happening is all the ugly cables and all the wires that are along Walking Street, they will be taken down. They will be put underground. I'm pretty sure this doesn't include the water as well, because I thought it was water, but it's not. So all of those will be happening in the next 3 months or so. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh yeah, 3 months. That's Thailand. That will turn into 6 months. Hopefully, the worst of it will be over in 3 months. And in fact, breaking news, it actually started early. It started 2 days early because they've started to already get the JCBs in. They've got these great big sort of cages where they're lowering pipes and stuff into the ground on Walking Street. So, I know it's early doors, but it looks like it's going on time. So, there's no tourists. We're open till 11, and Walking Street's a building site. It's not looking good. First of all, can I just say, thank you to everybody who has got us this far. Hold on in the chat, I'll be with you. Oh no, Phil Newton, 1-0 Fulham, you are joking. 1-0 WBA. Oh, okay, it's 1-0. Okay, I'll get there in a minute. Thank you. This is important. Listen, everybody. Football isn't so important as this. Thank you to everybody that has got us here, that has got us this far. Thank you to all the people in the members area of YouTube. Thank you to the people that have sent us super chats, etc., etc. If we didn't have you, I'm not going to lie, and I know I get absolutely slated on various social media all over Pattaya, I'd be back home now. I'd probably be sitting in on my sister's sofa watching the Albion losing to Fulham. That is the situation. You have got us through that. So thank you very much to everybody that's either gone into the membership area, etc., etc., etc. That has got us here to Monday when we can open again, and hopefully this bar will have a few people in it. In fact, I know a lot of people are coming down on Monday. That's great, but then it's Tuesday and Wednesday and all that. Okay. Whilst I get this football game on, because I'm still watching Man City, Sheffield United, I'm going to show you a movie, a film. Oh, come back. This film is the film that I saw on Wednesday, which was all about the beautification of Walking Street. Take a look and see if you can see what Walking Street is going to look like, because this will make you laugh. Okay, can you see? So, how'd it go? This is the film that we're watching. This is actually, this is what's happening right now on Walking Street. There's these sort of big low loaders, as we call them in the UK. Sit law, as they call them in Thailand, because they count the amount of wheels, and 10 wheels is sit law. So the sit law has come, and it's started to, they've built this frame and they've started to put that down there at the moment. This is education, this is what's happening. It's about 4 metres down from what I've seen, and there's water in there at the moment, but that is rainwater and stuff. And there's going to be these tubes, if you like. I'm not really an engineer. Are they tubes? I don't know. Here they are. So through there, and they're going to, is going to be the electric, and they put that there. And I think those are for the comms cables, for communication cables and all that. This is 3 or 4 metres underneath Walking Street. This is what we have been shown is going to happen. But wait, it gets better, it gets better, it gets better. Keep going. Okay. They must have paid a lot of money for this. It's been worth all my tax that I paid to the government for watching this. Okay. Where are we going now? Where are we going now? Okay, this is the technical bit in here. This goes on for about another minute and a half. Just bear with me, bear with me. I know it's a slow burner, but it gets better. So look at all those communication cables, all the internet, the fibre optics going there. And there he is, that bloke's still waiting now. I think he's been stood up on a short time, that bloke. He's been waiting there for a long time. They built that. Here we go! Trees! There are trees on Walking Street. No? And you see those boxes either side, every 16 metres, there are going to be those boxes going all the way down Walking Street. There's going to be those old sort of lampposts. But those boxes are something that caused a lot of problems in the meeting. A lot of the owners of bars were saying, well, you know, what happens if one of them boxes is outside my venue? Well, basically that was tough luck, basically. But there you go. Every 16 metres. They said they can move them sort of 2 metres or so either side. There you go. It looks beautiful. Trees. And that bloke's still there. What's gone on? I think I'd have given up by now. Mind you, I've had about the same amount of action as he has. I think he's put there for scale, by the way. Oh, is that it? Okay. Have a look at this one. This is a flyby. Ooh. This is a flyby of Walking Street. All these are bars. These are actual bars on the left-hand side. There's people walking around. They're all walking the one way. There's no trees there. I don't know what's happened to the trees. There must have been like Dutch elm disease because they've all gone. But we're going down now. I think we're going past Soy 16. You bearing with me on this? Oh, I wish this was on Twitch. They'd all be going crazy at this, wouldn't they? They'd think it's some kind of video game. There you go. We're still going. This is a video that the council gave us. Still going. And there we are. Oh, look, there's a Pattaya sign up there. We're at Bally High. There's the car park. And that's it. Oh, it's started again. So there you go. What do you reckon? The new Walking Street. I'm sorry I haven't been in the comments. I know you're all commenting away. I'll be there in a minute. So that is going to be October, Walking Street. We're going to have trees. I mean, I've got a tree that works here, but it's not the same, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that is the commercial, you know, blurb that sold us. That is going to be the new Walking Street. I'll be honest with you, it is going to look really nice when it's finished, but it's going to take a while for it to be completed. They're talking about 3 months to 6 months. I think the 8 months was mentioned. I was the only Falang in the meeting, by the way. There was nobody else. Nobody bothered to turn up. It was just me, and it was a bit. Oh, look, what's the Falang doing? Why is he there? Anyway, so that's that. That's the new Walking Street. Trees, but more importantly, those electric boxes every 16 metres. They are 6 foot high. If you saw my live stream, they're almost taller than the mayor. They got the mayor to stand next to them, and they're also almost taller than him. So there you go. Okay, so what? Don't worry, I haven't gone drunk. It's my camera. What do you think about that? Let's have a read. Let's go to the phone lines here at the pub. We've got 238 people watching, I do believe. Dave Blend, can't wait to see the manhole covers left off and a 3 metre fall down into the grim water and worse. Kremster says it's fantastic, I agree. Phil Newton over there in the members, hi mate. There's only one tree I'd like to see on Walking Street. I wonder who that could be, mate. Thanks for your comment. Dave from Syrin, what time frame have they put on it to finish? Good question. That is, again, most of the work will be done, all the digging up and everything will be done within 3 months, they told us. 3 months, right. Let's hold them to that. But it's looking like it could be anything between 3 months, 6 months, I've heard 8 months. That's what we're told. So don't forget to subscribe. 251 people watching. Let's take that off. Thank you, everybody. Now, a little bit later, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about another couple of things as well. But a little bit later on here on this stream, we are going to have a recorded interview. We had to record it because I haven't got enough RAM. I haven't got enough CPU to go live. We're going to be talking to a guy called Ali Brown. Now, I got all excited. Ali won't understand this. Ali Brown was a defensive midfielder, kind of defender that played for West Bromwich Albion, who are still losing 1-0 to Fulham, by the way. in the 1970s and 80s. I thought, I've got to interview Ali Brown. Oh, great, to talk about the baggies. It's not the same Ali Brown. It's a lovely, lovely guy called Ali Brown. He is the owner of the Bangkok bar here in Pattaya on Soy 13-1. He's got a brilliant story that leads on from an interview that I gave last week. It's been broadcast this week with Trevor from Buzz in Pattaya, and we talked about the bar scene and the old days and all that. And we did talk about elephants. For some reason, we was going on about elephants being on Walking Street. Nobody believed there was never elephants on Walking Street. There was. And on Beach Road, there's a lovely story, and Ali's going to tell us that a little bit later on in the broadcast. 270, 50, 60 people. Hello to you all who are watching. Back to the phone lines for 2 minutes. Carl's Thailand. Hello, Carl. He was our guest last week. They've had all this time to do it without mass tourism. Do you think it might mean they think the current situation will continue until the work is completed? Okay, Carl. They explained this in the meeting. Why, when we just opened again, have they started to do it? And they did show the grid of Pattaya, what they've done, and they've had to do other places first. And there is some kind of scientific engineering reason why Walking Street was the last bit to do. And it was sort of pushed back before, so we can't really start complaining about it. But yeah, good question, Carl, as always. I'd expect that from you, mate. We were told in the meeting that is the only way we could do it is to start now. So we've started now, that's it. Mark Flack, hello Mark. With the bars closing at 11 p.m, will the pub be opening earlier in the daytime so customers can take advantage of the excellent drink prices? Thanks, Mark. Air conditioning and buffet free sport. Oh, buffering, I think that means buffering free sport. If I have a buffet, mate, I'll be having that Chinese food, believe me. The answer to your question, Mark, is no, and there's a good scientific reason for that, because the workmen will still be out on the street at 5 p.m. At 5 p.m. everything closes. So 5 o'clock, we don't really have a lot of people wandering around the streets before 5. If things get really busy early on, I might do that, and I might have some buffer-free sport, like you said. We've got the Super Bowl coming up, although not really the same time frame. The Australian cricket is on. There's some UK cricket. There's some England cricket on. But I've got a feeling probably not, Mark. We'll be probably opening at 5. But thank you for your question. The running Falang was Ali B, based in Batam. Ali Brown. He does mention where he was based, running Falang, and I can't remember. But anyway. Sorry. David Ure, enjoyed the interview with Buzz in Pattaya. Thanks, mate. Yeah, if you want to get onto the Buzz in Pattaya website, that is on there. I think it's called The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, the Truth, or something like that. Great headline. But Trevor's does a good interview there. Sound quality can go up and down a little bit because there's lots of motorbikes going by and all that, but it is good. And I think part 2 is out on Monday. Trevor might want to tell me. So anyway, it was a good interview, and thank you for that. Some more questions. Simon Kerry, Phil, did you get out and scrub the pavements with the mayor? David from Syria. I forgot. I was supposed to. We had this it was what they call a photo opportunity, and they had all these civic dignitaries, big IAMs, and big people from the Pattaya nightlife community and from the local government that were there, scrubbing the streets the other day, scrubbing them and making them clean, because we were cleaning up, making it clean so the workmen could come and dust it all up. Telling you, but I did go to the meeting. I was the only Falang in the meeting. Dave on there, but the pub isn't directly on Walking Street. You can't open earlier. Yes, yeah, I can open earlier, but I just don't think there's going to be the trade to open earlier. 275 people watching at the moment. Hello to everybody. Whilst you're here, let's go into a little bit of an advert. Tonight on the channel we have a video that's doing really well, funnily enough, all about beautification, the beautification of North Pattaya. down by Terminal 21. We also go and visit the, oh, you go there, looks nice, doesn't it? Also, we go and visit the big aeroplane that's being built by Soy 6. I think it's hilarious. Apparently, according to one of my subscribers, it's a 1973 Boeing 747. There you go. And it was sent to Air Japan or something. This guy was clearly a guy who knew his Boeings from his Fokkers aircraft. But Stan Boardman, what a great comic. So there's that video there. It's called Bars Going Up, Cables Coming Down. And it's got over 10,000 views now, so it is a good little video. We also talk about a special initiative from hotel owners that are trying to keep their staff in a job, and to do that they're putting chairs and tables outside the hotels, social distancing everyone, getting everyone washing their hands, etc., which reminds me. And then they're serving cheaper breakfasts. They're 4 and 5 star hotels, so the breakfasts aren't like street food prices, but somewhere nice to go. And I do review like a Thai version of an English breakfast, which I've got to admit wasn't the nicest, but I stress it was a Thai version of an English breakfast. So watch out for that video. Plus, go back in. I'll be with the phone lines in a minute. Plus 296. Could we get 300 people in there? Plus, part 4 of the love story that has gripped the world. I've had offers from HBO and Netflix about this. Paul's story. Paul, who is a real person and it is a true story, is a friend of mine. He basically wrote a story about his first trip to Thailand, when he met a girl who was on the front desk of his hotel where they were working, and they fell in love. Oh, it's so lovely. Two, Western guy, Thai girl, fall in love. She goes over to the UK. What could go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Well, if you watch all 4 episodes, you'll find out. But the final part of Paul's story, part 4, and we've kind of based it on our tune, which was Simon Bates. Remember the old Simon Bates? If you're from the UK, he used to be on Radio 1 in the 1970s and 80s. He used to do an our tune. And it's all about a record that comes in, and there's lots of, you've got to listen to it and you've got to watch it, because there are lots of little clues there. It's a bit like Columbo, without the guy in the trench coat. Just one more thing. Yeah, there's none of that. But it is really good. So you've got to listen for the clues, because they all come together right at the end. And part 4 is out now. So whatever you do after this, go and watch Paul's story. It is a love story. Get a box of Kleenex, because you'll start crying, because it's so nice. In fact, we've all had a Paul story. If you come to Pattaya, we've all fallen in love with a girl. I did on my first journey, on my first trip. So I hope you'll watch that. Back to the phone lines. Here we go. Evening Phil, says Steve. Will the girls be allowed to dance in the go-go's? I understand dancing is not allowed in the bars. Good question, Steve. 312 people, by the way. Fantastic. Can I say this, Steve? I've been phoning around a few of my mates today. Things I do for you people. I thought, I'm doing a live stream. I'm going to find out what's going on Walking Street. So I've contacted three. Oh, please, not Fulham. Oh, good save. 3 go-go bar owners. And said, you're going to open, what's going on? All 3 have said the same thing on Walking Street. We're going to wait. They can't open till late, and also the roadworks are putting them off. They're going to see what everyone else does, and that seems to be what everyone's doing at the moment. They're waiting until what everyone else does. I think all the beer bars will be open, obviously. Some go-go's might open as hostess bars, because, as Steve points out correctly, there isn't any dancing allowed, so you won't be able to dance on stage. Whether the windmill opens, I did message somebody. Let me see if they've come back to me. This is live breaking news. Ba-boom. Oh, hold on. The windmill have just got back to me. Okay, they can open, but they've got to close at 11. So, yeah, the windmill are open. Breaking news. See, you don't get this. You don't get this on other streams, do you? So, okay, so Windmill will be open. There are another 2 or 3 go-go bars that have told me definitely they are not going to open yet. They might open a bit later, but because of the 11 o'clock closing, which we all know, it will all go to midnight. And then it will go to 1 o'clock, and then it will go to 2. Slowly. But until that happens, you know, it will be business as usual. There will just be, I think, beer bars open, and there aren't that many beer bars actually on Walking Street, so it's going to be a tough one. But slowly, small steps and everything, we're open. And once again, if you've just joined us on the stream, hello, I'm Mr. Egg, Le Pub, here I am. We're open on Monday at 5 p.m, so make sure you come and join us. Back to the phone lines. 328 people watching on YouTube. Hello, Mr. Egg, says Andrew. Hello, mate. Nice to hear from you. Simon Kerry, will restaurants be able to serve alcohol, and what time do they have to close? Very good question, Simon. The answer is yes, they will, and 11 o'clock the same. Cole's Thailand. Hello, Cole. Once again, I could tell a few love stories, everything from happy ever after to fatal endings. I don't do the happily ever afters, Cole. I've just got the fatal endings, or near fatal. Have you met the Pratamac slasher? Thanks for your question, Cole. Stephen D. Harnden. I think it would end like that, Phil. Great storyteller you are. Thank you. I only write what the script says, mate, and it was a great story told by Paul, who actually wrote it down and has done a great job there. So make sure you watch that Paul story after this ends. DP, it would be good to get Paul on the show, like you say. Okay, yeah, there are plans to do that. Paul's a bit like, he's had a sort of, from what he can work out, he's worked for the government, so he's somebody quite high up. So if he did come on, he'd have to be like in silhouette or something, or we'd have to disguise his voice. He'd probably be talking like Mickey Mouse or something, or the Chipmunks. But yeah, Paul will try. We'll try and get him on, and because there are some things about it. I met this Rose, but I don't remember her. But apparently he's got some photographic evidence of this. Anyway, Alex Clifford, hello mate. How you doing? Here we go. This is going to be, I haven't read it yet, but it's going to be football related because he's a Villa fan. What time is the video on? Villa play at 8 p.m. England. Okay, that video is going to be on this stream after I finish talking about nothing. Okay, Alex, up the baggies. After this, wait, it's what time is it now? We're going to be going half an hour or so. Yeah, about another 10-15 minutes I'll keep going. Up the baggies, Alex. Good one. Food Bar Traveller. Ali Brown, that's you. Bar Finds and Power Lines is Pattaya's 5. Oh, okay, mate. Food Bar Traveller, that is Ali Brown, so he'll be on later. All right, mate. Thanks for doing the interview today. I've edited it down a bit because for time and everything. But thank you. And what a nice bloke over there in California. Christian Manson. I feel really sorry for Paul. Oh, don't feel sorry for him, mate. He's doing okay. Trust me. He's doing okay. What else? Stagua, hello Mr. Egg. Also Roger Rabbit saying hello. Andrew Martin, he's saying hello as well. And Cole Jones, how will we be doing Thai Girls? Will we be doing Thai Girls Play Pool still? Yes, we will be doing some streaming, but hear me out. We won't be live streaming whilst the bar is open. Whilst the bar is open, there'll be no live streaming. When the bar closes, all the customers have gone. Every now and then we'll be doing some live streams because the girls are here and they want to make some money, obviously. And Thai Girls Play Pool is very, very popular. So yeah, we will be doing some. We haven't really ironed it out yet, but answer to your question is yes. Food Bar Traveller again, Ali Brown, the beer garden is being remodelled. They are building it now. Actually, the beer garden isn't being remodelled, but in the front of the beer garden, the old Siren Beer Bar complex where the boxing ring used to be, that is being remodelled already. It's got that smell of fresh paint. I'm sure Her Majesty the Queen smells it every day, everywhere she goes. Yeah, they've really, they've knocked everything down, put some new drains and stuff underneath, so that all the sewerage doesn't drain into the sea. And they've really gone to town there. Three beer bars there. 368 people watching right now. Hello to you all. Player Triple X says hello. Hello, mate. Nice to hear from you. Will Barnes is in the house as well. Good evening to you, sir. Stagua, Mr. Egg. Has there been any more updates on quarantine being removed for vaccinated travellers? That's a question I get asked almost every day, and the answer is no. There was some kind of chatter on some of the social media formats about some new initiative that's taking place, but there has been no official announcement yet. If you want my opinion or whatever, you know, that could possibly happen, but it will happen, I think, towards the middle or the third quarter of this year. And I think it could come down to maybe 10 days or whatever. Obviously, as vaccination programs are gathering pace all around the world, that definitely will put pressure on the Thai government as other places, holiday destinations open up, like Dubai and Turkey and those places. They'll put pressure on the Thai government. 20% of the economy here in Thailand comes from tourism still, and that 20% has been sacrificed to keep the country going. How long will that continue? In my opinion, I think the science will probably say towards the middle or the third quarter of this year. But again, I ain't no scientist, I'm some bloke who owns a bar. But thank you for your question from Stagua. And on the subject of vaccinations, next week there will be a press conference announcing a vaccination program here in Thailand. The only information we have so far is that over 65s, people who are over 65, Thai people only, not non-Thais at the moment, will be able to register to have vaccinations, and the time frame was given as mid to late May when the vaccination program begins. Obviously that may change, and there is a press conference next week in Bangkok that will probably set out the new vaccination program, which I would imagine dates coming forward, because everyone seems to be getting on with it apart from Thailand. And as I said, all those places around the world, Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand doesn't want to lose out to those places, so they're going to try and get the people vaccinated and get the quarantine down. But nothing as yet. Slowly does it, Stagua. But thank you for your question about vaccinations. Lebowski in the chat, hello sir, the ASQ interview vlog was very informative. Did Matthew arrive in Pattaya? Yes, he did. And in fact, I've been chatting to him. We were supposed to meet up the other day, but he couldn't make it, and then he couldn't make it, but I couldn't, so we haven't actually met yet. But yeah, Matthew was a great guy with loads and loads of information, and hopefully I'll be meeting him up this week. And if you're watching, Matthew, hello to you once again. Will Barnes, is it worth buying a pub in Pattaya in the present day? Yes, I mean, I would say so. Medium to long term, you look at what's going to happen in October. In October, we'll probably have a vaccination program going strong here in Pattaya. Certainly, the majority of people in places like Australia, in America, in the UK, Northern Europe, will be vaccinated already. For me, Walking Street will be looking lovely. There'll be trees. Have you seen the video? I'll show you. There'll be trees on Walking Street. It will be beautified. I think come October, maybe earlier than that, people will start coming back. We will have 2 bumper months, even before high season. So maybe August, September, or September, October will be mad. Yeah, I think it's a good time to buy a bar because prices are low. You can just walk into a bar at the moment. So thanks for your point, Lebowski. Sorry, Will Barnes, thank you for your point about pubs. Aid, they might do a vaccine passport for the ASEAN countries. That's a good point. Thailand in the ASEAN, which is like kind of the EU but for Asian countries. Yeah, there is talk of that. Again, I'm not an expert on these matters, and we wait for the press conference next week. Matthew is there. Hello, mate. He's in the chat. Hi, Phil. I'm here. We'll meet you very soon, I hope. I certainly hope so, Matthew. Keep on trucking, mate. Sexy Man's here. Good afternoon, Phil. And also from Will, who's here. Hello to you. Vaccine program's going pretty slow in Thailand. Well, it hasn't started yet. It says Roger Rabbit. Yeah, it's 0 at the moment. There's nobody being vaccinated. So yeah, if that's your if your definition of slow is nothing, then yeah, it certainly has. But it's very nice to hear from you. Okay, 385 people. Oh, we're going up. We're nearly getting to 400. This is one of the best live streams we've done. Don't forget, just to recap, those people joining us. I'm Mr. Egg. I'm in the pub. The good news is from Monday we will be here in the bar from 5 p.m. So if there's, we got 400, great. If there's anybody out there, please come on and see us all here in the bar from 5 p.m. every night up until 11 p.m. After that, watch out if you're around the world on the internet. We might be doing some live streaming. We're not too sure what we're going to be doing yet, but certainly Thai Girls Play Pool will be coming back, and you'll be able to watch that live on this channel and a new channel that we're launching called Thai Girls Play Pool. So watch out for that. It'll be on 2 channels. We might eventually move all the Thai Girls Play Pool over to that separate channel. We will see. But that's the good news. Right here in Pattaya, we are trucking. Dave Blend, bars, clubs, 7-Elevens, cheap hotels, that's all we need. News about, thanks for your comment, Dave. Certainly there is a lot of people that aren't really keen on the beautification of Pattaya, you know, or the gentrification, some people said, turning Pattaya into, you know, like a bit of a posh place and attracting the more higher class customer. I can't see there's anything wrong with that. There will always be a vibe. There will always be a party atmosphere in Pattaya. There will always be the naughty nightlife. And right now, you know, you can go into a bar like Sapphire or Lady Love, I suppose, or Pin Up, for example, and you can get an absolute stunner and you can chat with her and buy her a drink or whatever, or you can go on the Coconut Bar and you can do other things, and there will always be these different things. There's always going to be a different alternative for people. This town, I guarantee you, I can't guarantee you much other than the Albion is still losing 1-0 and we are rubbish. I can guarantee you that in 50 years' time you will still come to Pattaya, there will be a party vibe here and there will be naughty nightlife. It may change, but you never know. Anthony Grimmer, thank you for the super chat, £20. Thanks. If you want to super chat me, that's always great because that goes to help the bar and everything. Anthony, thank you very much for your super chat, sir. Much appreciated. Super chat's available. Just press the $ in the chat there. Coles Thailand is commenting. Tourists in town or not, at least being open will give everyone something to do, correct? With the help of the internet, it might be worthwhile. Absolutely, mate. And even just before we closed, sort of November, September, October, November, I was getting more and more people every day coming in off the internet, off YouTube, off Facebook and stuff, but mainly off YouTube. Brand new customers who are coming in saying, Phil, we've watched your videos, we've watched a few of your live streams, we really like what you're doing, and you know, nice to meet you, shake hands, etc. I not that I'm into this, but you get on the BART bus and somebody goes, oh, you're Mr. Egg, you know, and some of them say, I can't stand you, like the bloke the other day, and some say, thumbs up, mate, you're doing a really good job. When we're out filming videos, we get people coming up to us and saying hello. So the word is getting around. You know what, Cole? You know this because you're a clever guy. If I got just one person, if I was sitting here now, standing here as I am, I'm not sitting down, stand and deliver. If I was just talking to one person right now and saying, look, we're open on Monday, come on down, the girls are here, or, you know, we'll do some live streams, or when you come over, come on down. If I was doing all of that, that would be great, wouldn't it? Because at least I'd be having a go. I'm talking to 400 people live. That's got to be good. If 1% of those people decide to come into the bar and, you know, and come to me and even say, oh, I wish you'd shut up, you talk rubbish. That's fine. I'm happy with that. They're coming in and telling me. And we always have a joke about it afterwards. But, you know, I, like I've said, the people like Anthony who have super chatted me, thank you very much once again. Or people that have sent PayPal and stuff like that. And people that have subscribed, have become members in the membership area, and you can do that. Or people that are watching the videos and we're getting the advertising money. Those people have stopped me from being on a plane, going home to Birmingham, where it's like, I don't know, minus whatever, and I'm freezing my nuts off and I've got no job. At least I'm here. And so thank you to all the people that have done that. But we're going to just, we're just going to see how we go. We will continue. This is such a powerful, I really do believe, don't know what you people think, YouTube is such a powerful media now. It's the second biggest search engine in the world. And, you know, you ask young kids, I'm not me, but younger people, you know, what do they do when they get home? Do you watch I'm from the UK. Do you watch ITV? Do you watch BBC? I'm sure in America, do you watch NBC, CBS, Fox or whatever? No, they go home, they watch Netflix, YouTube. That's basically what the kids do these days. And so slowly, the kids are coming out. 417 people watching the live stream. Thank you very much. I am Mr. Egg. I'm going to continue talking. Keep on commenting. What do you think about the new walking street? Should we watch the video again very, very briefly? This is the new walking street. Watch this. Here we go. We're flying. This is obviously an animation, if you hadn't realised already. This was a movie that was shown to us by the people at the meeting. It was basically the electric people and the people that provide the electricity, the people that provide the power lines, and also the communications like the AIS and True and people like that. And that is a new walking street. Look, trees everywhere, beautiful buildings, manicured. What do you like? Do you think that's good? Do you think that is a positive thing? And by the way, notice this as you move slightly to the left. No signs. Here we go again. It's like a roller coaster. No signs. There were talked about in the meeting. They didn't want signs for the bars. They wanted to make it a very, very clear skyline and eye level. They just wanted it to be clear. All the signage they wanted to come down. There's been a lot of chatter about that, not only at that meeting where we've got to be honest, quite heated, animated maybe you could say, but also in the Walking Street Line group which I'm in, which has got like the Mayor in, and other dignitaries and people and high people and landowners and stuff from Walking Street. They wanted to keep the signs up, and they're saying no. We want them, bring them down. That's what we're going to do. Walking Street is going to be looking like this. It looks great, but what do you think? Over to the chat. Let's have a look. Dave Blend. Hello, mate. That Walking Street video doesn't show me and me mates bent double, crying with laughter, with knickers on our heads falling out of G-spot. No, it doesn't, does it? I think, well, there's another video. I haven't shown you that one yet, but it's on that one, Dave. Nice one. That's happened. That happens to everyone, doesn't it, really? G-Spot, I remember that place, that was great. Simon Kerry, any news on transport in Pattaya like the tram or the fast train? There you go again, 432 people watching. Hello, thank you for watching. Mr. Egg, live at the pub. Simon, your question about transport. Yes, this is another exciting thing. I've been talking about the beautification of Walking Street. That's down the line, should be finished by, maybe September, maybe October. Look further down the line, 5 years, 6 years, we're going to have a fast, high-speed rail link, linking all the airports from Don Muang to Suvarnabhumi. Then the trains are going to come into Chachansao, then into Chonburi, then into Pattaya. Journey time is going to be about an hour, maybe an hour and 20 minutes. You're going to be sitting in your condo, waking up, having your breakfast or whatever, getting on a train. Within an hour and 20 minutes, you're in downtown Bangkok. Now, if you've travelled in Bangkok in the rush hour, it's almost impossible unless you're on the BTS. So that is really exciting. And you're going to get not only people coming from Bangkok to Pattaya, the backpackers, hey, get on a train within an hour and 20 minutes, you can be in the party capital of the whole of Southeast Asia, Pattaya. It will always be like that. That's going to be great. We're going to get all those holiday makers coming down. But not only that, you're going to get Pattaya being like a satellite town, if you like, to Bangkok. There's loads and loads of condos around being empty at the moment. If you haven't seen, trust me, there are thousands and thousands. They're going to be bought up by people from Bangkok who are going to be commuting. Pattaya will be a kind of a satellite town to Bangkok, rather like Watford or sorry Mark, I mentioned the W word, Reading or Luton or all of those places which are satellite towns, or even Northampton, satellite towns to London. That's what Pattaya will be. And also the train link that is going to be around Second Road and Beach Road and Walking Street. This will revolutionise Pattaya. A lot of people are against it. Personally, I think it's a great thing. But there you go, 448 people, fantastic. Welcome. Don't forget, watch out for Thai Girls Play Pool. Should be coming on this channel from Monday. So Thai Girls Play Pool, come on down, watch the girls, it is going to be fun. Don't worry, if you're coming down, we will not be live streaming whilst the bar is open. Whilst there are customers in the bar, there will be no cameras, it will all be packed away, everything will be gone. But we will be doing Thai Girls Play Pool on certain days throughout the week on this channel, so please come and watch. Michael B, can you think of any other beach resort where the bars on the main drag face other bars, not a beach or sea view? That's a good point, actually. Of course, people would say that Walking Street is a nighttime place, so you know there are bars this side, there are nightclubs that side. Beach Road is more of a place where you sit and look at the beach. Actually, first day, I'll tell you a little story. Whoever said it. Sorry, the chat's going really quickly, I forgot. First day I ever came to work in Pattaya, I was at a place called Electric Blue on Walking Street. And the guy who was employing me at the time showed me around and he goes, here's the fire exit, mate. He opened the door. It was the sea. He just dropped. If there was a fire, you'd have opened the fire exit, gagging for smoke, you'd have just dropped straight in the sea. There is no beach along Walking Street. That's why they built piers along it. They built piers to put businesses there because the beach is rubbish. There's no sand, it's all stone. There's no beach at all. So it's better off on Beach Road. That's where you like to see the sea. Or you can go down John 10, of course. 248 people. Hello, mate. It's nice to see you. Koi's in New Zealand. Monday bars open. Yes, that is the big one. We are open. I've got some. Can I put? I don't know if I can do this. Let me see. We are open for business on Monday, 5 p.m. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Should we do this? Confetti. We're open. All right, let's take it off because that eats up all my CPU. And it usually interrupts the stream as well. Oh, should we take that off? Hold on, how do you do that? Oh yeah, that's like that. Okay, we're back. Yes, thank you. Yes, Koi's in New Zealand. We're open 5 p.m. As I've been saying earlier on in the stream, a lot of go-go bars I've been calling around to go-go bar owners on Walking Street. A lot of them aren't going to open. I've heard on Lady Love on Soil K will be open. That's already announced that it will be open. The reason is 11 o'clock we have to close. Also, no dancing is allowed in the bars. So you won't be able to have a stage because there's no dancing allowed. So that's the reason. And I've talked to, I don't really want to say the names of the bars, but they will be closed. Windmill just messaged me while we were on air and one of the people in Windmill and saying that they will be open on Monday. And Windmill, let me tell you, on the same soil just up the road here, have been looking after their staff really, really well, making sure they're fed, making sure they've got cooking utensils and ingredients and stuff. So fair play to the Windmill, always looking after their staff. Open, no tourists, says Stephen Elliott. Yeah, the tourists aren't here, but there are lots of long stay residents here, people that are doing ASQ. I know so many people that have not only done ASQ, I know somebody that's actually come here for a second time. He's done 2 quarantines, believe it or not, and he just got out today. There are enough of those people that are here in Pattaya to make it worthwhile, certainly for me to open. Yes, there are no tourists. We would love tourists to be coming in. We can't wait. Everybody here in Pattaya can't wait to welcome you back into our bosom. And I can do that because I haven't got my lapel mic. Into our bosom. Right there, that's where you're going to be as soon as we can open. Thank you for your comment. Stephen has always said, Rusty Lid. I hope that's not rude, Rusty. Don't mind if cameras are on while I'm in the bar. My ugly mug is more of a liability to you than me. Scare your viewers away. Thanks, Rusty. Just to remind you once again what I was saying. We will be doing some Thai Girls Play Pool on this channel, but we will not be doing it when the bar is open. The bar will be closed, clears of customers, and then we'll be setting it up and doing some live streaming. But watch out for that. Gareth, open for who? A few expats. Gareth, yes, there are not as many tourists, well, there aren't any tourists, but there are, as I said before, there are long stay people that are here, and it would definitely be worthwhile opening. We would love tourists to be coming, of course, Gareth, but yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, I don't take that negativity on board whatsoever. It is definitely worth opening, even if it's just a few people. I've got a great landlord here, the girls have been great, we can have a good little time in this little bar. 448 people watching this right now. Hopefully, if just 10% of you come, that's going to be another 40 people that come into the bar as new customers. It's great to see you, and thank you all for watching. Stephen Elliott, who's coming to the bars? Oh, same answer as Gareth there. Thank you for your question. Christian Manson, I'm hoping for travel in August. I think that should be a good time, Christian. I know that there are rumours around about possibly bringing the state quarantine down, the alternative state quarantine down to 10 days, possibly. Of course, that's just rumour, don't take my word for it. But I think definitely by then it should be all guns blazing, and certainly by the third quarter of this year, we're really, really hopeful. So fingers up for that. Dave Richardson, I was hoping to get there for Songkran. I'm not too sure about Songkran. I don't think we will have much of a Songkran party this year. I might be wrong. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I don't like Songkran. I've never liked it, so I'll probably, if it is Songkran and you're coming over, Dave, I won't be here, but I'll wave to you, you know. Roger Rabbit, Pattaya is nothing without the 2 week millionaires. Nah, you know what, everyone who's here is saying right now, Pattaya, this is the best time we've ever had. So no, I wouldn't go along with that at all, Roger. Mr. Rabbit, is it? Sorry if my positivity does offend a lot of people. But it's definitely worth us hoping. Carl Jones! What about putting a mic on the camera where the girls sit to say hello? Carl, thank you for your super chat, first of all. And yes, I've got that. Hold your horses! There you go. I'm invested in the mic. So yeah, Carl, you'll be able to hear the girls as well as see them when we do Thai Girls Play Pool. From next week on this channel, if you're interested in it's not serious, we haven't got brilliant pool players on there, we've just got girls mucking around really, but it's a nice little show, it's nice and laid back, it's like a Pattaya bar. Watching the girls playing pool is great. Carl, thank you for your super chat, really, really appreciate that. Keeps the wheels going over. Did Swiss House make it? Vince says no. If you want about the Swiss restaurants on Soy Diamond, which is where we are now, no, it didn't. Well, that was called Swiss Food, so I'm not sure where Swiss House is. But if you're talking about Swiss Food, which is here on Soy Diamond, no, it didn't. But Vince, let me know where Swiss House is. I'm not too sure. Coles Thailand, Dave Richardson, Songkran means war. You mean Songkran? Oh, Songkran means war. Songkran. Okay, thanks for that comment, Carl and Dave Richards. Why, in case your hair, in case my hair gets wet? No, you know what I like about Thailand? What I like about Thailand is the polite, measured, respectful society. You know, they respect old elderly people, monks, royalty. You know, there is a very much somebody's coming in. I hope it's not the Pratamnak slasher. Please. Hold on a minute. It's me going on about polite Thai society. Who's in the house? It's Pum. Is it Pum? Hello, Pum. She'll be doing Play Girls with Pum. Want to say hello? Hello. Look. Siloi has it con. Ooh, very good. Ooh. Play pool Monday, yeah? One time? Yeah. Yeah? Okay. Thanks, Pum. See you later.
โอ๊ยเดี๋ยวหนูเอาเลมาฝากออส
อะไรจ๊ะ
เลอยู่ข้างบนดูเสื้อฝากออส
Yeah, she usually, Pum's really good. She's a bit like the teacher's pet. She always brings me something, like she's got oranges, or sometimes she brings me a bag of crisps, as we call them in England, chips from America. But she's forgotten to do that, never mind. Gareth, hello mate. Many people in the West won't have the spare money for holidays after themselves having no income for months after the lockdowns in the West. Very good point, Gareth, but I would say that there are people that contact me that tell me that they've saved up money. A lot of the people that come here, Gareth, I can only talk about this bar in particular, are retired people, people that have got regular pensions, maybe they rent houses out or whatever. Everybody is suffering from income. You know, tell me about it. I know all about that. But I still think, Gareth, you make a really good point, but I just think that I'm a little bit more positive. There are people there that are waiting to come out, and I know there are people that are finding financial times very difficult at the moment, but that's great. Thank you. Bill, hello Bill. Nice to hear from you in Scotland, I think, in Glasgow. Glasgow. Oh, here we go. I told you, look. No.
หนูซื้อมามีหนูซื้อมาฝากเขาอะ
I've always liked that pung. I was just saying, wasn't I? What a lovely girl she is. There you go, that would be later. Bill, thank you for your super chat, £10. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. And I was just reading your comments. Hope they get sometimes this year will be my first time. Have you tips for a Pattaya Virgin? Bill, that's great. Okay, Pattaya Virgin. Right. First of all, you're on your first trip. First of all, don't plan anything. That's the one thing where people go wrong is don't bother planning anything. There are guys that come over and they'll be on Thai Friendly or they'll be on Pattaya Addicts. And by the way, they're two brilliant websites. But they'll say, oh yeah, I've been talking to this bird and she's going to see me on the second day. And then this one, well, she might come shopping with me on the next day. Bill, I'm sure you haven't done that, but people make that mistake. Don't bother planning for things because it doesn't happen. For Pattaya Virgin, I would say, get yourself reasonably sort of active for the first few months if you can do that. So what I mean by that is, you know, if you're not used to being in the sack, maybe go down the gym, get yourself, because you'll probably be doing a bit of that, Bill, probably. So, you know, get yourself, try and go for some walks or whatever. You don't have to be like rippling body beautiful like myself, Bill. But yeah, so prepare yourself in that way. And I would say read some trip reports on Pattaya Addicts. That is always good. And keep watching things like, I would say this, my video stream, which by the way has got nearly 500 people. Let's get that up to 500. Repost this and tell all your friends about it. This has been the busiest one I've ever done. Bill, get yourself fit, get yourself interested in all sorts of things about Pattaya, you know, the different bar places, the different entertainment places and stuff like that. But come here with an open mind. Don't come here looking like you're going to find fault with everything, because that's always bad. And come here with lots of money, because however much money you bring, Bill, it won't be enough. And every holiday, it's not just Pattaya, every holiday I've ever been on is true. If there's anything, anybody else got any tips for Bill? Pattaya Virgin coming soon. How are we doing? All these comments are going wild. Carl's Thailand, other tip for Pattaya Virgin, bring as much cash as you can. There you go, me and Carl are telling you the same thing. However much money you bring, it won't be enough. There's always a cheaper alternative in Pattaya. So, you know, if my bar is good for Walking Street, but it's not the cheapest bar in town. And I don't make any excuses for that, because we've got aircon, like Mark Flack was saying earlier. We've got buffer-free TVs, big TVs. We've got a nice pool table, etc., etc. I don't make excuses. But there is always a cheaper alternative. That's what I'm saying. But if you're somebody that doesn't want to do everything on the cheap, then just make sure you've got a lot of money and come here and have a good time. I'll say the 3-day rule. What about the 3-day rule? Everyone breaks the 3-day rule is there for a reason, because usually you start having feelings and emotions for people after 3 days. But no, I'm not somebody that says don't break the 3-day rule, mate. Come and say hello. That's the main thing. Come here and say hello. That is the most important thing that all Pattaya Virgins have got to do, is come in this bar and say hello to the Eggman. 472 people. Want to get it up to 500. We've never been at 500. Can you please repost this stream, everybody, and let's get it up to 500 viewers. That would be absolutely fantastic, and I will go to bed with my packet of crisps, feeling great. For those of you just joining us, good evening. Just gone 5 minutes past 11 p.m. here in Thailand, and this is Mr. Egg on the Pattaya channel. Watch out for some live streams next week when the girls will be playing pool. Look out for that video which we've put on, over 10,000 views, a video all about called Bars Going Up, Cables Coming Down, all about the new North Pattaya. There's a jumbo jet there by Soy 6. We have a little bit of fun of that. We tell a few stories. We go to Drinking Street. Watch that video, and also part 4 of Paul's story, which is the conclusion of our love story about a guy who was a Pattaya virgin, came here to Pattaya and fell in love with a girl called Rose. What could possibly go wrong? Well, 4-parter, and it's all there. We've got 10 more people, 11 more people, and we're going to be 500. I know, go bananas. I might do some confetti. Catch Bay, thank you. €5. Many, many thanks. Oh, we're nearly there. I think it's good if they clean the walking street. Thank you, mate. It's a good place anyway. There are a lot of families, etc. I like the side alleys. Don't clean those. Okay. Catch Bay, thank you very much, first of all, for your super chat. And I agree with everything you said. This soy here is a little bit like, you know, the old Pattaya used to be maybe a few years ago. First thing that struck me about this is how continental it was, first of all. You know, we called it Le Pub. Well, why do you call it pub? Are you French? No, because there were lots of Germans here, there were lots of Swiss people here, there were lots of Italian people on this sort, and British people as well. So the little side soys are great. Catch Bay is a big fan of the new beautification of Walking Street. So thank you very much for your €5 super chat. That's great, thank you. Phil, do a new vlog on Pattaya Virgins. Funny you say that, Dave. We've got that in the pipeline. We've got some great videos. By the way, next week coming up, Ricky from Pandora's. I think I've been here a long time. I've been looking at bars and managing bars for 10, 12 years. Ricky has been doing it for 25 years. Right? I am a newbie compared to Ricky. We've had this interview. We did an interview with Ricky. It's a 2-parter and it's in the members area at the moment. If you want to join us, see that. It's a brilliant, if you're into Pattaya, join the members. It's 30 baht. Go in there and watch Ricky telling us all about the wonderful times that he had here in Pattaya. But we'll be doing a condensed version of that next week. So please, please, please go and see Ricky's, wait, go and see it in the members area. It's in the members area now. Just press join if you're on an Android device, or you can go on an iOS device. And yeah, we got 500. Should we do confetti? Should we do confetti? 500 viewers. Okay. No sound effects. Thank you to everyone that's watching. Cheers, I really appreciate that. As I was saying about Ricky's story, there's 2-parter. It's in the members area. You can press, if you want to watch that right now after this live stream, press join on the on an Android device. If you're on an iOS device or on a computer, navigate on a web browser, which is Google or Safari or Microsoft, what is it, Explorer, if you're really, really old. Navigate to the Le Pub Pattaya page and you'll be able to press join on there, on YouTube obviously. So go to YouTube, then go to Le Pub Pattaya page and press join. The reason that you can't do that on an iOS device is because there's a dispute with Apple. Apple take 30% of all in-app purchases, as it's called, and membership will be considered to be that. So that's the reason that we don't do that. Right, I'm going to take 5 minutes out. So hold on, 5 minutes or maybe a little bit longer. We're going to have an interview right now. And it's one I recorded earlier, and it was with a guy called Ali Brown, not the defender from the Albion, but a guy who owns a bar here in Pattaya called the Bangkok Bar on Soy 13-1. And he's got a very, very funny story about an elephant. Are you ready? Hello. Hey, we have got a special guest in the house. He's miles away, and I'm trying to think California. So I think it's that way. It's Ali Brown. Hello, Ali.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going? Good morning, YouTube. Food Bar Traveler, foodbartraveler.com. Here today, just wanted to stop by with Mr. Egg, talk to Phil for a bit about a story that he brought up the other day, talking about elephants and Pattaya. I know a lot of people were like, no elephants on Beach Road. That's craziness.
Oh, yes, there was. Ali,
Yes,
hold
I
on.
absolutely just wanted to bring that.
Hold on for 1 second. Let me just say that me and you have never met, right?
Yeah, no, we haven't got the chance to meet yet. It's
Right.
the first time.
And we've been chatting online, and it turns out that you have got a bar here in Pattaya, so we have something in common, and it's on Soy 13,
Yes, 13-1, yeah.
13-1. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, 13-1, the Bangkok bar. I've recently purchased the Bangkok bar in the last year, and it's always been a dream of mine to, own a bar. When I first came to Pattaya the first time, when I was 19 years old in the Navy, I fell in love with the place right off the bat. It was like everybody was saying, I just want to come here, I want to have drinks, I want to party, vacation, what have you. Me, I was like, wow, I'm going to buy a bar here and I'm going to retire here one day. And everybody
Okay.
laughed. They're like, that's crazy talk. You're 19. What do you know? And I was like, no, I'm telling you, it's going to happen. And lo and behold, I finally did it. And yeah, it happened. Unfortunately, got hit with the situation. So time's been a little tough. But
So tell
I'm
me,
happy.
tell me about what was your thought process and what happened when you were thinking about the Bangkok bar there on 13-1. What did you see it advertised? Did you know a friend who had it, or what was the story there?
Well, I had been searching for quite a while. I've been looking through Marketplace and Facebook and stuff, and checking out the local groups, Thai patio bar owners, things like that. And I hadn't seen anything in my price range at that point. The things that I saw were very, very expensive at the time. So what actually had happened was a strange coincidence. I ran across a tattoo studio, the Ink Station Tattoo,
Yeah,
which is close right around the corner from the Hard Rock Cafe,
sure.
or Hard Rock Hotel, excuse me. And the lady was selling the tattoo studio, but she also wanted to be able to stay on and work. So we made an arrangement, and it was fantastic because I allowed her to stay on. Not only that, she became my manager, my tattoo studio, but then also she had friends, and through her other Thai friends, she pointed out she knew of a person, the Thai Coconut Telegraph, that was selling a bar. And I said, oh, this has got to be too good to be true. At that price, what's wrong with the place? It's crazy. It's a crazy price. So anyways, lo and behold, we check it out, and it needed some work. It was a fixer-upper for sure. But I was like, I'm not scared of hard work, and if it allows me the opportunity to get in the market, to make, something that I've been dreaming about since I was 19 years old, a reality, I'm like, I've done crazier things. Let's just say I've done crazier things. I've blown more money on dumber stuff. Cars that the engine blew up. I've done wackier things than that. I've spent the money, so I said, you know what? Why not do this for myself instead of always wondering what if? And that's the thing. Everybody say, oh, you buy a bar in Thailand. Oh, that's craziness. How could you ever go to a foreign country and buy a property or something? Like, how can you trust those people? How could you risk that money? How could you? Yeah. There's plenty of people doing it. Plenty of people are happy and have nothing to regret. I being one of them. And I didn't want to live with the what if. That was the biggest thing for me, was
Absolutely.
was always living with that, like, oh, what would have happened? Who would I have met if circumstances would have been different? How would have my life changed if I had bought that bar in Thailand? So,
Ali, there's a lot of people that just sit on the couch and are on various social media just tapping on that keyboard, always being negative about bar owners. I mean, it can go wrong. We all know it can go wrong. But I've got X amount of respect for people like you who actually put the money where the mouth is and actually have a go. Okay, Ali, we're very short on time. Please, you sent me quite a long message about your story about an elephant. Now, let me just put a little bit of a backstory. Last week I did an interview with a guy called Trevor on his station Buzz in Pattaya, and that's a great station. If anyone hasn't checked it out yet, go over there.
Yeah.
There's part 2 of that is on next week, and I told the story. We for some reason got talking about elephants, and I said elephants used to go down Walking Street, used to go down Beach Road, and Trevor, being a newbie, didn't believe me, and I explained to him that they had lights on their backs and stuff like that. Okay, so you came to me with a great elephant story. So Ali, please tell me again.
Yeah. So anyways, first time I came to Pattaya, I was in the Navy. I was about 19 years old, young man. I'd never been out of the country, and came in on a boat, and we docked, out at sea a little bit, and came in on one of the, call them Liberty launches. There's those little speedboats that go in and out of the harbor there. So anyways, I came in Thailand. I stayed at Dusit Hotel, I believe it was, back in the day, the old Dusit. And I had a little money in my pocket because I finally had a job, and I got myself a pair of beautiful Gap khakis, all pressed and neat. I had a cool Indiana Jones fedora, leather fedora that I picked up on cruise in Australia before we hit when I came in. So I get all dressed up, and I'm on my big, Indiana Jones adventure in Thailand, exploring. I come out to Thailand, and I'm in Pattaya, excuse me. And I go out and I have a few drinks, and I think I'm looking really cool and everything in my new outfit, and I'm all dressed up and everything. And I start having quite a few drinks. I get pretty pissed, get pretty schmammered. And I get word that the rest of my team, HC5, they're down at Hops. Hops had just opened up at the time.
That's on Beach Road, yeah?
Yeah, on Beach Road. So I'm down about, I would say like Tahitian Queen or perhaps 6 or 7, memory serves. I was pretty beat up. But anyways, I see an elephant stomping down the street. And the guys there at that time were using elephants like taxis, like tuk-tuks. You could actually get on the elephant, you could walk it down Beach Road. And I'm like, I come out the bar and I'm drunk, and I think like, oh wow, they must have slipped a Mickey in my drink, because like there's an elephant on the street. Like, who puts an elephant in the street? Like, this just does not happen. You will never in the history of your life see this in America. So I'm just blown away. I'm like, yo, I got to do that. I'm doing this. I am doing this. So I go down the street and I see just 2 beautiful, lovely Thai ladies. And I convinced them, I don't know how, I guess just really excited. I was like, hey, you come with me. I'll pay for your drinks the whole night. Let's ride the elephant. Let's go down the block. This would be great. So they said, okay, you buy drinks. We go with you. I said, okay, fine. I'll get on the elephant. They sit up front, and there's like a little blanket thing. And usually they don't have like 3 people sitting on the elephant. It's only like 1 or 2, right? But I talked the guy into it. Anyways, we all climb on. And the 2 ladies, beautiful ladies, they're sitting on the elephant on the blanket.
On the blanket.
I'm sitting back behind the blanket on top of the elephant. So unbeknownst to me, we're trotting down the street, and I'm got 2 beautiful Thai women. I'm sitting on top of the elephant. I feel like the king of Siam. I'm just like, this is great. I'm up there, and me and the ladies were singing, "The Prince Ali, fabulous, Ali Ababa." I'm like stomping down the street, I'm absolute peak. Like, life does not get any better than this. So we pull up to the front of the bar and get off the elephant, and I'm just, completely happy. I got the ladies on each arm, and I go walking into the bar, just king of the world. We go in the bar, all my mates are in there, and they're like, hey, oh my God, you're on the elephant. That's so cool. Oh, dude, oh, wow, that's just, give me high fives, fist bumps, everything, like top of the world. I'm like, round of drinks for everybody, just life is getting better than that. So we're in Hops, and we're hoisting up yards, like 3-foot yards. Because back in the day, they had these big glass, there was like a glass bubble. There was like a 3-foot container with a wooden handle. And I took the whole thing back in the tank, and I bought around for the whole place because I had a ton of money from being stuck on the boat for 6 months. And no bills at 19. So anyways, I'm just living on my apex, top of the world. Anyways, point being, I come down to, all of a sudden, people in the bar start going, what? What is that funky? What is that funky ass smell?
Hello. Hey.
All of a sudden, people in the bar start going, what? What is that funky? What is that funky ass smell? Y'all smell that? Anybody smell that? You smell that? And I didn't know because I'm drunk, right? But here's the deal. Elephants sweat, and Thailand is hot. I'm already sweating, but elephants sweat, and it reeks. It is worse than horse sweat. Like, if you haven't smelled it, you probably can't imagine it. But anyways, underneath my brand new I'm So Cool Gap khakis in my new outfit are completely coated in elephant sweat. So I have elephant sweat all down the inside of my legs, on my balls, everything. It's not a pretty picture. And everybody in the bar is going, what is that stench? Because hops, unlike the other bars, especially Thailand at that time, it's enclosed. So they had AC, which wasn't a typical thing back in like 97. So all the stench is like trapped in the bar. And the bar owner's there. It was a couple of German guys I remember at the time, and they were all like, they're saying in German, but I didn't speak German, but I knew exactly what they were saying. They're like, what is that wretched odor?
Yeah.
So, anyways, I had to go. I got to go excuse myself, leave the bar, slumping out like a whipped dog. Down my lowest point now, completely embarrassed. And the only thing I could find on the street was a pair of high kickboxing shorts. So I take off my Gap khakis, threw them in a rubbish can, and I'm walking around the street with like this dress shirt, an Indiana Jones hat, and a pair of high kickboxing shorts. And I can't for the life of me, like I look like an idiot, right? I had to like slump off into the night, going from my highest high to my lowest low, completely embarrassed. Wow.
Ali, that's a lovely story. And hops right now it's expanded. I mean, it's twice as big almost as it was back in the 90s because it's built back of that soy. So
it's like about half of Soy 13-1.
Absolutely, yeah.
The Bangkok bar is just a few doors down from that. Right next to the Dog's Bollocks. We're directly next to Dog's Bollocks. I know a lot of you know that place.
The infamous Dog's Bollocks, yeah. Ali, it's lovely to speak to you, and I wish you all the best with the Bangkok bar when we're open. When you're open, thank you. We'll get together and we'll have a few drinks and tell a few more stories. But for now,
absolutely.
Ali Brown from the Bangkok bar over there in California. Whereabouts in California again, Ali?
Sacramento, California, near San Francisco, for all you people. NorCal.
You're there. It's a babes like in bikinis walking outside, and because this is the picture I have in my head of California, the Beach Boys.
Not right now. Not right now. Yeah. Sometimes yes, but not right now. We've been in lockdown for a year.
Wow.
Now.
Yeah.
So Thailand's just had its COVID lockdown period very short right now, but we've gone through this for a year, and it started off with 2 weeks. 2 weeks on 2 weeks on 2 weeks.
It's got bigger and bigger. Ali, thank you so much for your contribution to the show, and the very best of luck to you over there in California, and thumbs up for the Bangkok bar there on Soy 13-1. Once again, thank you. Ali Brown. Really, really sorry. I forgot to put the sound on. This was going so well. Okay. Albion have scored. By the way, thank you very much to Ali for the interview there. Ali Brown is on the Bangkok bar, Soy 13-1. Ironically, right by the hops bar as well. Oh, join him there. Thank you for the interview. And hopefully, we've got a 20-second delay. Hopefully you can hear me now. I forgot to... The reason that I went away from the interview too early was because I've got a thing called hotkeys and I'm pressing different buttons to do different things and it all went wrong. And hopefully we've sorted the sound out now. I forgot I'd muted my mic as well. I'm sorry. Failure. Anyway, I'm really pleased that we did the interview with Ali because it is the last live stream we are doing like this on a Saturday night. Because if you're just joining us, the great news is Le Pub is open from Monday. We're starting at 5 p.m. If you're in Pattaya, please come on down. We'd love to see you. All the girls will be here. We've got some new girls coming as well. So please come and join us. This was going so well, wasn't it? Please come and join us on Monday. If you're not here in Pattaya or in Thailand and you'd like to see what we're getting up to, we'll be doing some more live streaming with the girls whilst the bar is closed. So whilst the bar is closed, you'll be able to see the girls playing pool. We Thai girls play pool between, well, I don't know, maybe for an hour or so every night. And once again, not streaming while the customers are inside, all the cameras are tucked away and everything. So we change things around. Jay Smith, hello Jay, get yourself a haircut. Thank you Jay, lovely to see you mate, and £2 on the super chat. Cheers for that. It's been a great live stream. There's still 131 people watching. Thank you very much. Jason says he's missing the land of smiles, and Sexy Man says he can't hear. The sound is back, don't worry. Dean Connolly, all we need now is the UK for Boris to open up the airports here, and we would love to come over. Yeah, I was just thinking the other day, you know, Australia's closed and they're not letting people out of the country. Same looks like happening in the UK now. Bit of a strange one when you consider that there is a 14-day quarantine, although I think it's fair to say quarantine is not taken as seriously in England as it is here in the UK, and certainly as seriously as it is in Australia as well. Okay, thank you very much for watching. 1.5 hours. It was going well to that interview. It was a great interview, and thank you very much to Ali. So just to recap, we're here on Monday till 11 o'clock, 5 o'clock till 11 o'clock. Don't worry, all the traffic work and the roadworks will be wound down for the evening. We've still got access here on Soy Diamond, so we'll hopefully getting more people. We'll be keeping you up to date with what's happening around and about Pattaya on those Thai Girls Play Pool live streams. Check this channel for more of those live streams throughout next week. But for now, from me, Mr. Egg, a very, very big thank you to everybody that's helped get this bar through the second lockdown. Everyone who's in the members, everyone who has helped with super chats. Thank you. Keep supporting the channel, even though we're open. We'll see you with the girls very soon next week. Watch out for that. Click on notifications and you'll be able to get our live streams right on your phone or in your email box. From us all here, it's Mr. Egg. Glad you could hear me. Just got to